Hello everyone, my name is Patricia Tanner and I am the inventor of a brand new board game called Get Real Established. Now I spelled established wrong, I spelled established because it's real estate, right? Get Real Established. I did that on purpose, guys, because I'm in real estate. I am a real estate guru, yes I am. But it's Get Real Established. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to play the game. So guess what? Get real established because I'm going to show you guys how to win in real estate, whether you're a buyer, a seller, an investor, a lender, a title professional, any other real estate professional. You should have a copy of the board game sitting in front of you and you're saying to yourself, what the heck? I don't know how to play this game. I don't know what to do. I got this message and this QR code. When I scan it, it says, come here to learn how to play. So you're doing the right thing. The instructions were so long and I knew that nobody's going to open up a board game and read all of that stuff. I wanted to simplify things for you guys and show you how to do this on a video so that there's no confusion and that everybody will have a clear understanding of what's going on in this board game. Let the professional show you how to play. So which is it? You want the instructions downloaded or you really want me to show you how to play so you can win in this game? I'm going to raise my hand because I would say that you were thinking to show me how to win. Yeah, I know that's right. In the beginning of the How to Play manual, there's an introduction that talks about why or what my vision was to create this game. So I'm just going to read it to you guys, all right? I have it right here, and you can download it again off the website, but it will give you an understanding of what this game is about. This game teaches the basic principles of representing buyers and sellers in real estate transactions. It is the first of its kind that allows people to be in control of making the best decisions while earning income or paying expenses to purchase real estate. It also allows people to make decisions in regards to the home buying process and home ownership based on their financial needs. Now, we know that's important, right? In the real world, most buyers need a loan to purchase a home. Therefore, the game was designed to have a lender assist the players throughout the game. The lender is in charge of approving and denying loans, just like in the real world. All in all, this game will educate buyers, sellers, investors, real estate agents, and other professionals on how to navigate a complex and most of the time unfamiliar process while making significant decisions related to what is probably the most expensive purchase of their lives. The game will also help people overcome the stress and anxiety associated with the home buying process and the expectation of the real life home buying process. This game focuses on and will teach the players how to overcome obstacles related to the home buying process by demonstrating problem-solving techniques. This game is about the real estate community and how working together towards one goal is beneficial to everyone involved and their growth. The goal is to educate individuals on becoming investors and first-time home buyers, as well as the process involved when building new construction homes, obtaining and flipping them for profit. It is important to learn to take risks when you're becoming an investor. Now, scared money doesn't make money. You will gain a better understanding of the concept of real estate deals and the knowledge required to excel in the industry. You know why I had to read that to you guys? Because I didn't want to miss anything. I wanted you guys to have a clear and thorough understanding of how to play this game and why I invented this game and what the purpose of this game was meant to be for. Okay? Now let's get started. It's time to play. So how do you play? Well, first of all, you got to start out with people, right? So we need at least 3 to 7 people. Now, I did tell you in the beginning that the lender is in charge of the game. So what does this mean? The lender can't play. The lender is going to oversee all the financial aspects of this game. The lender is going to be in charge of all the income and the expenses that are going to take place throughout the game. The lender will be working with every buyer on this board. So they'll be too busy calculating things on this board, adding, subtracting expenses and income. So they cannot play. So don't count the lender as a player in the game. So 3 to 7 players. Now I'm going to show you guys all the game accessories that this game should have came with. And you should have this inside your box. A buyer's agent stack of cards, seller agent stack of cards, the investor. Okay. They also should be in number order at the bottom. There are some inventory sheets that you should have received as well. Warranty deeds. Got the how to play checks. Cell phones. Meeples. This is my favorite color, by the way. Purple. These dice, or they may have the wooden dice. But the investor question card. Seller question card answer. Buyer's agent question card answer. Notary stamps. You should have lender sheet. Here's the finale, the board game. Yay. Let's play. All right, now all the cards, like I stated, should be in numerical order, as I stated earlier. You have to select a lender to oversee the game, guys. They're going to issue all the warranty deeds that I showed you guys, and they're going to assist with all the accounting methods throughout the game. The players will actually start with $250,000 except for the investors. I'm going to give them $500,000. Why? Because I'm an investor and I am going to cheat. I'm just kidding. I just need to give them more money because you know why? They're very seasoned already. In the real world, they're seasoned. They already have money. So I'm going to start you guys off with some cash, $250,000, right, in the bank account. But we're going to treat it like a loan because it's not your money, right? So the lender is giving it to you. You need to decide what role you're going to represent. Are you going to be the seller's agent, the buyer's agent? I'm the buyer's agent. The investor, or the lender? I'm the lender. Yay. Or hey, you might want to be a cheerleader like me on the side. Hey, let's go. Roll the dice to select who's going to go first, all right? The highest roll goes first. You start your players at the start offer square and you begin counterclockwise. You want to select the game cards based on the representation that you selected in the beginning, right? If you say you're going to be a seller's agent, why are you picking a card that says the investor? You know better. Players will earn income if the questions are answered correctly, and they will be charged an expense for answering the questions incorrectly. So be smart, guys. Don't be cheating on Google. But guess what? Have fun. You guys can help each other answer these questions. I designed this game to be fun, not to fight and say, you're wrong, you're a loser, you're not right. You know, have some real estate agents in this game that's going to support and represent their buyers. Some real estate agents representing sellers, and they can give them the answer. So what? It's a game. Answers will be found on the answer key in numerical order. Remember at the beginning, I showed you guys the answer key. It is in numerical order. So on that answer key, it will have the income that you earn for answering the question correctly, and it will have the expense if you answered it wrong. But nobody should be answering it wrong, right? Everybody's going to be get into the money. Yeah. I put a little bonus in here for you guys. If you have a 2-part question and you answer it correctly, I am going to double your money. So lender, get ready to pay out all that money that's in that bank, because these players are going to double their money if it's a 2-part question and they answer it correctly. Just have fun and respect one another, okay? That's the first thing we want to do. Respect each other in the game. All right? That's all I ask. One time around the board is 30 days. You do not have to wait 30 days to purchase a house. And I did this for all my buyers. But, there's a but, the investors. You guys are starting the game off with $500,000. You think I'm going to let you go first? No, I'm not. because you guys are going to get our leftovers. Yes, you are. So buyers, I want you to go first around this game and eat up as much real estate as you can. And investors, you know, once they eat up all the property around the board, whatever is left over, you can have. You can have whatever is left over, investors. That's why I started you guys out with $500,000 and I gave the buyers $250,000 because the investors are already seasoned. They have money. They got skin in the game. You buyers are first-time buyers, don't know what to do, don't understand passive income, and this game will teach you how to appreciate all of that, right? First time around the board, you guys earn money. You guys also can lose money. And the same with investors. First time around the board, investors, you cannot buy properties, but you can lose, right? By all the expenses that are on the board. But it's not losing. It's just a credit waiting for you to sell homes. I'll get into that later. The board is designed of different homes that you can own. Condos, townhouse, commercial, duplex, triplex. I threw some land in there, single family homes. When you land on a single family house, I did put on the board that there's a down payment you have to pay. 5% down for an FHA loan or 5% down for conventional loan. Remember, if you get a loan, what happens, real estate professionals, you guys will have a mortgage, right? Okay, which in the real world, you have to pay a mortgage. So remember I said one time around the board is 30 days, right? After you buy a house, you're going to have a mortgage payment. When you pass the start offer, you got to pay a mortgage. And your mortgage payment, again, will be on your inventory sheets that I supplied to you guys. And it will have your payment on it. So every time you pass the start offer, your mortgage is due. And you have to keep track of that. Now, lender, don't be telling them to pay their mortgage because it's a reason I'm doing that. If they're late on their mortgage, they're going to get charged late fees. Didn't remember to pay their mortgage in 90 days, they'll go right to foreclosure. In the real world, that's what you do, right, guys? So I got to treat this like a real world situation because how else you going to learn? You rather learn on a board game, right? Rather in real life and lose your house. So why not learn it here? Okay, back to the board game now. If you own a home with a mortgage, your mortgage payment is due on the first day of the month. The start offer square represents the first day. If you land on the start offer square while playing, you will not be charged a late fee. If you land on any other square after the start offer square, you will be charged a $50 late fee, increasing by $50 for every square thereafter the start offer square. Okay, so if you roll the dice and you're past the start offer square and you're 5 squares away from start offer, well, that's a $50 late fee. And it increases by $50 for every square. So you do the math. You got to pay your bills on time. This is teaching you to pay on time. Is it your fault that you pass the start offer square because you roll the dice? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But if you have a mortgage, you got to pay on time. This is what I'm teaching you. If you own homes and you pay cash, you don't got to worry about a late fee. Okay? So everybody needs to get their cash up and buy these houses with cash so they don't have to have a mortgage if you don't want to pay that late fee, right? I want you guys to experience when you don't pay on time, you go into foreclosure, right? I just made your life so much more complicated. Because with loans, I want you guys to experience when you don't pay on time, you go into foreclosure, right? So I designed a process on my board, and here are the rules. If you are delinquent on your mortgage for 90 days, which is equivalent to 3 times around the board, you will be placed in foreclosure until you are able to get out. At that point, you will be required to turn the deed back over to the lender. If you roll a double, you can get out of foreclosure, but you must pay $500 in court costs, $1,500 in attorney fees, and the amount of missed payments plus 18% interest. This is what happens in the real world, guys. So I'm teaching you how to get out of foreclosure. But if you don't have the money, make that payment, then hire a real estate professional in the game that's going to help you sell your property. So that's in the rules. You guys get to hire a real estate professional, pay a 6% commission to list the house for sale. And the agent gets to solicit all the players in the game to sell the house for you. Hey, I gave you guys an out. The real estate agent can market the properties to the other buyers in the game to make that money. Make that money, y'all. Make that money. Okay, we're having too much fun. At closing, a deed must be signed by 2 witnesses, be notarized in order to be recorded as a legal document. This is important for you guys to understand because a lot of times the title company may make a mistake. I'm not going to say a lot of times. Sometimes, it's very rare, but they can make a mistake and have the deed only signed by 1 witness, or it might not be notarized. These are just common mistakes. And if you go to sell your house and these things are not done, you're screwed. Maybe, maybe not. If you got title insurance or a title policy, you don't have to worry about it. It'll probably be covered, most likely. Because a lot of these title companies out here, they make sure that they're protecting you and they're giving you the best advice. Make sure that warranty deed is done correctly. So you're learning. You know, this is about learning the steps and the process on what happens at closing and what you should get. Ownership. That freaking deed is ownership. Get that deed. Get that deed. Get that deed. The deed in the state of Florida shows that you own that house. All the costs associated with closing will be paid by the lender, and the lender will issue a commission check to the real estate agent at closing. I know these agents gonna be like, yeah, break off that bread, write me that check. I need my commission. I know we show up to, you know, represent you guys. Title company, where's that folder, ma'am, please? Is my commission check in there, or did that wire go out, right? We love you buyers and sellers. We really do. We work so hard for you. We really do. And we want that money too, just so you know. I also designed it that these checks are to be paid to the lender anytime there are expenses. And I did this because we want to keep track of all the money, and then normally your canceled checks that goes into your bank account shows what you paid and what you haven't paid. So there's no arguments or disagreements during the game, right? So make sure you record all your expenses, not your income, just your expenses on your check, because that's what checks are for. The only time it becomes income is for the real estate agents. Yeah. That commission. Moving right along. On the board, let's say you own a property, okay? And you're rolling the dice and you land on your own property. You're like, yes, I don't have to pay nobody rent. I know that's right. Guess what? I put a spin on that. If you land on your property and there's something on the board that says there's a fine or you have to pay something, well, guess who's gonna pay that? You, Mr. Owner or Mrs. Owner, you have to pay that. Because in the real world, let's say you land on a property and you have to repaint your house for $5,000. Where are you going to pay that? Because you're an investor. You have tenants in your home and the tenants has destroyed your house. So you're in town for an inspection and you don't like it. So guess what you're going to have to do? Repaint your house for $5,000. That's the cost of earning a home and having tenants in your house. That's vandalizing the place, not keeping up with the property, and that's in real life. So I'm teaching you real life things. So if you go home and you're visiting your property, you're doing an inspection, and you come across a tall grass fine, code enforcement fine or lien on your property, you got to pay the fine. That's in the real world. So I'm teaching you guys real world situations as owners. Some people after this game might be like, you know what? I don't want to be an owner. I don't like it. This is not for me. Or somebody may say, you know what? I do want to be an owner, but I just need to save more money because I never know on a rainy day what might happen, what fines I might get in the mail. Ask me. I got so many tenants and I get so many letters. I don't know what to do with myself, but I save for a rainy day. So that's why I'm talking to you. This is all based on my 25 plus years of real estate experience. For what I'm successful, right? If I'm successful, you can be successful. So that's why I'm teaching you guys this. On the board game, if you're buying something and it says cash is required, represents a wire to the lender. Now, in this game, I'm not dealing with no cash, none at all. Because in the real world, you're not walking up to a seller talking about, here's $250,000 cash. Because if you do, get ready. The IRS is coming after you. And hey, this ain't no other type of board game. You know what I mean? With them handcuffs on. No. So you want to play this right. Okay. You want to make sure that anytime you're paying for real estate, you're paying for it with a wire transfer or a cashier's check. I know it's so much stuff out there in the market or on the news saying how people got ripped off because of this and that. You got to do your homework, guys. You can't trust everybody. That's why you need to hire a real estate professional that's going to help you do these things. And we're licensed, so you can just go to DBPR in the state of Florida, who is licensed and who is not. Back to the board game. Now, more than one player can own property in a subdivision. And the subdivisions are identified by individual colors, just so you know. The lender will issue the warranty deeds for each property sold and purchased. If you land on a tax lien square, you will be charged $1,300. If you land on the tax certificate square, you will receive a credit for $1,300. Now, why did I do that? Because, guys, if you don't pay your taxes in real life, you're going to get a tax lien. If you get a tax lien, you have 2 years in order to buy that tax certificate from the tax office. And if you don't buy that tax certificate from the tax office, there may be a chance that you can go into foreclosure. So this is important. Now, real estate professionals, help me out. When you guys are in this game, I want you guys to be educating these people. I want you guys to be teaching these people all the fundamentals of real estate. This game is designed to help educate each and every player in this game, in this community, in this world. If you land on rehab, it increases the value of your asset. So when you go to sell your house, guess what? You're going to get full value, right? That's in the real world. You guys are going to get full value. Yes, that's what we want. Now, if you do not land on rehab and you decide to sell your property, well, you're going to get half the value, guys. Sorry. It's not worth it. It's not worth the price. It's not worth the value. So you're just only going to get half the value. Get ready, investors. This is the time when you can take all that money and start buying all these property from these people for half its value because they didn't rehab the house. See, I was smart when I thought of that. Guess what? I thought about all the people out there that are not into real estate, but want to get into real estate, that are first-time home buyers, but don't know where to start. This game may not be fun for you guys because you don't have an understanding or any type of knowledge in real estate. But guess what? I have designed this game so you can be a part of it too. You can be a part of the excitement. You could be a part of the fun, and you could be a part of the learning of this game. So I created a cheat sheet to help you answer your questions. See how nice I am? I have provided a cheat sheet for each representation named Lend a Hand. The cheat sheet for the game is a lifesaver. It's filled with cleverly crafted multiple choice questions to help players navigate through the challenges. Please raise your cell phone in the air to call the lender if you need help answering questions. The lender will be glad to lend a hand, right? So that's what I'm doing for you guys. I want everybody to win, not just real estate professionals, but people that are thinking about getting into real estate or want an idea what real estate is. And I didn't make it so hard for you guys. I mean, just think about it. Some of these multiple choice questions are so whack. And I did that on purpose. I did it so you can pick the right answer. I want people in the game to kind of help you guys massage the answers a little, say meow, and then that means C for cat, right? I want you guys to give them the answers, okay? This is about learning and having fun and making money and earning income, but also paying expenses, because that's important too. You got to know what to do with your money. Okay, so I'm going to read from the instructions. In the case that your account balance is running low, you can opt to sell your properties. However, to do so, you will need to hire a real estate agent who will assist you with the sales process. The real estate agent will calculate the closing costs, the surveys, the lien searches, the owner title policies, the title searches, the tax certificates, the rehab costs paid throughout the game, as well as any real estate commission that was paid to determine the net income from the sale. So the purpose of all the green labels that's going around the board? Yes, those are closing costs. And that is going to assist you every time you sell a house. There is a real estate transaction that needs to be done with income and expenses, and it will be recorded on your lender balance sheet so that the lender can see all the income and the expenses that came out and how to tally up that bank account to make sure that you still have more money to play in this game. All right, that's how we're going to do this. Hey guys, how do I look? My role has changed now. You got it right, I'm the lender. Yay! So in this game, remember, the lender is in charge of the game. They're in charge of all the rules and everything. So you got to listen to the lender. The lender is the one that got that money, y'all. Yeah. Oh my God, we are going to have so much fun in this game. I just can't wait for you guys to start playing. All right. So before you start the game, I have a message for the lender on my YouTube video. I put a message in there to help the lender be very successful, but also make the game a little challenging. You guys got to learn how to invest in real estate. This just can't be that easy. You guys got to deal with all the real life and real world situations that happens in the real world when you go to a lender and ask a lender for a hand, which is, hey, can I get a loan? Am I pre-approved? Is my credit okay? How much money do I need in order to get started to purchase a home? The lender, not the agents. The lender. Please call your lender. Your mortgage brokers will help you get to the lender. The lender is the boss. The lender will make all the decisions for all the players. If there are less than 3 players in the game, it is possible to create custom rules within the basic rules to expedite the gameplay. Remember, the purpose of the game is to educate the players about the home buying process through investing. That's the whole purpose. So let's make sure we stick to those rules when we are kind of creating our own custom rules. Now, lender, in the real world, I want you to play with your imagination in this game, just like you would, on your job or in your business. So just play with your imagination, have fun with it. We don't want to be too serious, but just have fun with it in the game. If a player lands on a home to purchase, the lender can make a decision to deny the loan based on their specific situations. I provided a few examples that will deny the loans of players that are seeking to get a loan in order to purchase a house. I did that for a reason, because in the real world, everybody's not going to get approved for a loan. We all know this. We all have issues and we all have problems with our credit or financial situation, whatever it is. So remember, this is like real life, the real world. If the lender makes a decision against you and it's not in your best interest, you have to move around the board one time, which is 30 days, right, to cure the problem. I am going to read the examples in the how to play instructions. Credit issues. The lender is to tell you that they pulled your credit and you show late payments on your credit cards. Another issue, you cannot close. And some people say, why? Well, the lender is to tell you, based on the public record search, it shows that you just got married today and you can't close, right? The lender can teach you all these things. Late on student loan payments. The lender will tell you that you have to pay on time for 30 days in order to receive a qualification letter. A qualification letter is a pre-approval letter to get approved for a loan. The lender can also deny your loan because you lied on your application. The lender is going to tell you that they verify your employment and you only have 1 year employment history when it requires 2 years employment verification in order to buy a house. The lender can also deny your loan if your income is too low. The lender will tell you that you have to earn more money on your job, find another way to make money, such as starting a small business. That's my suggestion to you guys. Start a small business if you have another job. That way you can earn more money when it's time to buy a house. Ding, ding, ding. The lender can also deny your loan if your debt to income ratio is too high. The lender will tell you that they saw on your bank statement that you just purchased a new car and you have to pay off your car in 30 days in order to get a loan. You know, shame on you. Because a lot of times we educate our buyers to say, do not do anything if you're getting ready to buy a house, because you have to qualify. And what do? They go out there and make big purchases. They spend money on their credit cards that they don't think that the lender is going to find out about. They go and buy brand new cars or co-sign for cars. That's a no-no. So don't do it. I put that in here to deny your loan. A lack of tax returns. The lender is going to tell you that they need 2 consecutive years of tax returns to qualify, not 1 year. So those are just a few examples that I gave the lender to play around with. But the lender knows their job and they know in the real world what can deny a loan and what can approve a loan. Players, I just need to stress this to each and every one of you. The lender is a very, very, very busy person. Every single day, I don't know one lender that you can call that's going to always answer the phone, okay? They got a job where they're helping so many people get approved for loans, and they can't talk to you. Mind you, the lender should be working with other players to purchase homes, to help them with their income and expenses. And if you roll the dice, you need to roll the dice to keep on going. Keep the game going. Don't wait for the lender. Don't wait for the buyer and the lender to see if they got money or don't have money. Keep playing. Now, if you need the lender and you call the lender and you raise your cell phone to talk to the lender, what is my balance? How much money I have? Lend a hand on the cheat sheet. How much money do I have? Can I buy the property? The lender has a right to not answer the phone because they're busy. So the lender may raise up the cell phone and say, sorry, I missed your call. Or you may get a text message that says, sorry, can't talk right now. Now, this is what happens in the real world. The lender is not going to always be available to your every need. Nobody is, right? There you have it. Even if you don't get all the questions right, you can still earn money, right? You got $50,000 and I'm giving you $2,000 more every time and $4,000 more every time you pass that start offer square. You're welcome. You are welcome. So have fun. Don't stress. This is me, the lender, talking, because the lender is in charge of providing the loans, and it doesn't have to be whatever the board says. If they need a loan to buy a duplex, I need the lender to use their imagination. If they need a loan to buy some land, let the lender use their imagination. If you need a loan to buy a townhouse, use your imagination, lender. If you want to give them a loan, give them a loan. If you don't want to give them a loan, don't give them a loan. Me, I'll probably give them a loan, but they're going to have to get approved first. Right, lender? Yes. Great. I'm so glad we're on the same page. Have fun and let's play. Let's talk about how to determine a winner. The player who obtains the most assets and money wins the game. What are assets? You guys, what does that mean? Hello? You guys should know this by now. All the houses that you purchase is considered an asset. So just tally up all that money and the money that's in the bank that the lender is keeping track of. That's how you determine who wins. Yay! I hope you guys are learning something. And I'm so excited to have invented this game for you, to create this game for you so that you can win in real estate. You can win in investing. Everybody's asking me, what did you do? Can you teach me? Can you show me? Well, I'm doing it right here on this board game. This board game is going to teach you. If you want to learn, you got to play the game. That's what we do out here in the real world. We play the game. We're winning and we're losing, but hey, we're winning and losing with some freaking real money out here. I mean, you guys, you can lose on a board game and say, hey, if this is for me or this is not. Hope you like it.